He woke up at 6 o'clock and looked around. The sky was dark and he heard the dog barking around. He felt dizzy because he never woke up this early. He got up to brush his teeth when suddenly he tripped down and fell over. Starts crying because he hurt his ankle. His mom came busting through the door and saw a child with a broken leg. His cries got louder and louder as he started beating him up, saying, "How does that tell you not to run across the room?" His grandma came running after hearing all the screaming and said, "Don't beat the kid, alright? He's already hurt." He went to his mom and saw her ironing some clothes with an orange shirt and a pair of dark blue trousers, so he went up to her and said, "Mom, where are we going?" "We're going to school." "But I don't want to go to school, I want to stay here with you." And then she said, "It's gonna be fine. There's gonna be a lot of other kids and you're gonna have so much fun. You gotta face it down, you're gonna face it up. You gotta use your strength to keep moving on. You're gonna face bullies, you're gonna face exams, you're gonna face your mom. You gotta keep moving on. He took a backpack and went to the blue building. He sees hundreds of kids just like him walking to the same place in the same shirt and the same trousers at the same time, like zombies on a honey for brains. He clings tightly to his mom as they got closer and closer. He saw the tall building with its navy blue walls and its tile rooftop. There was a little patch of grass on the front gate and a sign that says Kentucky High School, New York City. He saw some graffiti on the front wall of the little girl with the backpack when mom was holding her hand. He started flirting when he saw the security guard with his big bulging eyes and his expression of despise. He turned around and tried to run back, but his mom said, "You gotta face it down, you're gonna face it up, but you gotta use your strength to keep moving on. You're gonna face bullies, you're gonna face exams, you're gonna face your mom, but you gotta keep moving on. You're gonna face it down, you're gonna face it up, but you gotta use your strength to keep moving on. You're gonna face bullies, you're gonna face exams, you're gonna face your mom, but you gotta keep moving on." He ran into the building and what did he see? A new freaking wall in front of him, a wall full of fantasy and courtesy, with the pillars of knowledge to as tall as the sky. He saw children of all sizes, from the tiny little Joy who looks so social they give it into a little watch pocket, to the tall enormous Mark who looks like he should go to an NBA match. He saw children going to their classrooms, some of them in groups and some of them alone. He saw teachers going to their staff rooms. They all looked bright and seemed just about right. He went to a section, the kindergarten section. What did he see? Mothers coming in with the kids, they're coming out with data. They're riding the kids off the fat woman who seemed to be a teacher. She was short and in need of support. She wore a white coat which looked like fight coat. She had a green dress shirt and black dress pants which were awesome. Her hair was curly and she was early. He looked terrified when he identified what was going on. His hands started shaking and his face was blazing. He looked at his mom and her face says it all. The boy started holding on to his mom, begging her to go back, but she won't budge. She looked at him with a smile and started patting him on his back. She said, "It's gonna be fine. You're gonna make a lot of friends and you're gonna have so much fun." She then started pushing him away, but he won't budge as he started dragging him along as he clings tightly to her. Tears started coming out of his eyes as he screamed, "Please don't leave me here, Mom. Please, please." She then got into the teacher over with a group of boys just like him. He turned around and saw his mom at the end of the crowd. She smiled and waved at him. He waved back, then she vanished into the crowd. Then the teacher assembled all the kids together and said, "Now I know this is hard on all of you and it was hard on me when I was in your place, but you gotta face it down, you're gonna face it up, but you gotta use your strength to keep moving on. You're gonna face bullies, you're gonna face exams, you're gonna face your mom, but you gotta keep moving on." The boy sat in a corner away from the other kids. He started weeping soberly. Tears started coming out of his eyes as he looked around. He couldn't believe his mom would leave him, so he patted on the ground. He looked around and saw children doing all sorts of things. Some were weeping, some were playing, some were running, some were riding. He had never been with so many people before and became quite nervous. A kid approached him and he, not knowing what to do, crouched down and put his arms around his head. The kid tapped him on the shoulder and asked him if he wanted to hang out. He was hesitant at first, and then he agreed. At first it seemed boring, but time passes and he seemed enduring. He got into the merry-go-round, the seesaw, the slides, and a lot more, while laughing and cracking jokes. When the class ended, they were taken to the school stage. There he saw his mom and the other moms who came to pick their kids up. He looked at her and she looked at him. They smiled and he waved at each other as they waited for the national anthem. When the national anthem came up, the whole school stood up until it was over and they dispersed the school. The kids started running towards their mom, embraced them with opening arms. He looked around and saw his mom into the crowd. He ran towards her as she sat waiting for him. They both embraced each other and on the way home she bought him a lollipop.
And that's how he spent his first day at school.